170K. Dude, that's insane. How did you even do that?
Okay, so Fiona, before we get into anything, I have to tell you about a phone call I got 3 weeks ago. My mate James rang me up, and the second I picked up, he was just laughing, couldn't stop.
Was he okay? That's either really good news or a mental breakdown.
Huh, it was very good news. So James, 15 years in IT, front-end development solid guy. His company let him go about a year ago. AI-driven restructuring, they said.
Ah, one of those.
One of those, and for a whole year, nothing. Sent out CVs, got silence, started doubting whether he even wanted to be in the industry anymore. We were genuinely worried about him.
That's rough. So what happened?
He just signed an offer letter, 170,000 New Zealand dollars a year.
Okay, did he rob someone?
No, he spent 90 days learning how to make AI tools actually work inside a real business. That's it, 90 days.
90 days, 170K. That's not a lucky break. That's the 2027 job market in a nutshell. And that is exactly what we're talking about today.
Right, so what are we actually covering today? Because I feel like AI and jobs is one of those topics where half the content online is just designed to terrify you.
Yes, and we're not doing that. Today is about preparation. Specifically, what does the job market actually look like heading into 2027? Which roles are being created right now? What skills are being rewarded right now? And what you can do this week, not someday, this week, to make sure you're on the right side of this shift.
Okay, give me a reason to care right now, though, like a number, hit me.
LinkedIn says jobs requiring basic AI skills grew 70% year over year in 2026.
70 in 1 year.
1 year, and the World Economic Forum projects 170 million new roles created globally by 2030, but 92 million displaced at the same time.
So that's a net gain of 78 million jobs. That actually sounds fine.
The net gain is fine? Yes. The question is whether you're positioned for the new ones or stuck with the ones going away. That's the whole game. The window is open right now, but it is not going to stay open forever.
All right, I'm locked in. Let's go. So let's get into it. What's actually happening in the job market right now?
I'm going to give you 4 trends that are reshaping hiring as we speak, not predictions, things you can see in real job postings on LinkedIn today.
Trend 1, go.
Trend 1. The AI translator role is exploding. Companies don't just need people who can build AI, they need people who can explain it, apply it, and connect it to actual business problems. Think of it this way. A hospital might have a brilliant AI diagnostic tool, but if nobody on the team knows how to weave it into the doctor's daily workflow, that tool is just an expensive paperweight.
So it's less, can you code, and more, can you make this thing actually useful in the real world?
Exactly. That's why roles like AI implementation specialist, AI product manager, prompt engineer, these are among the fastest growing titles on LinkedIn right now. Over 1.3 million new AI-enabled jobs emerged globally in just the past 2 years, and most of them, not hardcore engineering. They're bridge roles, human to AI translator roles.
Okay, that's encouraging actually. Trend 2?
Cybersecurity just got a whole lot more complicated. Here's what the mainstream media underreports. AI didn't just create new tools, it created new threats. Deepfakes, AI-generated phishing attacks, automated vulnerability scanning by the bad guys.
So the hackers are using AI too. Obviously they are.
Of course they are. The World Economic Forum lists cybersecurity specialists as one of the fastest growing roles through 2030, and right now there's a global shortage of over 3.5 million cybersecurity professionals. If you're anywhere near that field, pay attention.
All right, trend 3?
Trend 3 is one I think is massively underestimated. Human-centered roles are becoming more valuable, not less. Remember James? His new role isn't coding AI from scratch. He's an AI workflow consultant. He walks into businesses, audits their operations, and maps out where AI tools can cut time and cost. PwC's 2025 Jobs Barometer found that workers with AI skills command a 56% wage premium on average.
Wait, 56? Not 5, not 10?
56. That's the difference between an $80,000 salary and a $125,000 salary. Same base role, different toolkit.
That's kind of wild. Okay, trend 4. I have a feeling this is the one that stings a bit.
Yeah, entry level just got redefined.
Oh no.
Entry-level job postings in the U.S. dropped 35% in the last 18 months. The old learn-as-you-go pathway is shrinking. Companies now expect you to walk in already knowing how to use AI tools, already able to do what used to take 5 people to do.
That's a lot of pressure on someone fresh out of uni.
There's a woman, let's call her Sarah. Fresh grad, communications degree, applied for 47 jobs over 6 months. 47. Heard back from almost none. Then she spent 6 weeks learning AI writing tools, data dashboards, and automation platforms, rebuilt her portfolio, applied to 8 jobs, got 3 interviews, got 2 offers.
Same person, same degree?
Different toolkit. The entry-level bar didn't disappear, it moved.
Okay, Fiona, we've had trends, stats, stories, but I want to ask you something more fundamental. In all of this chaos, what's the actual thing that saves you?
Great question. And here's what I've noticed watching people navigate this shift. Some are thriving, some are panicking. And the difference isn't technical skill. It's not experience, it's not age, it's not even industry.
So what is it?
It's how they think about their own value.
Okay, unpack that.
Let me ask you something. In a world where AI can produce a first draft in 4 seconds, write a data report in 2 minutes, and summarize a 50-page document in 30 seconds, what are you actually for?
I genuinely don't know how to answer that right now.
Most people panic at that question, but the people who are doing well, they get excited by it.
Excited? How?
Because of what AI still can't do. It can't exercise genuine judgment under uncertainty. It can't navigate messy human relationships and organizational politics. It can't take accountability for a decision. It can't ask the right question, only answer the one it's given. And it cannot understand cultural nuance, especially in a diverse market like ours across Asia Pacific. Microsoft's 2025 Work Trend Index found that 75% of companies say people skills matter even more now than before AI took off. More, not less.
So the more AI handles the mechanical stuff, the more valuable the human stuff becomes.
Exactly. But only if you know how to deploy it. That's the secret weapon. I call it the adaptive professional mindset. It's not a specific tool. It's not Python or prompt engineering, though those help. It's using AI tools fluently while thinking independently, learning continuously without waiting to be trained, bringing human judgment to AI output rather than just accepting it, communicating clearly in a world drowning in automated noise, and solving problems that don't have a template yet.
And that's what James did?
James didn't just learn AI tools. He learned how to walk into a boardroom and explain, in plain English, where the business was bleeding time and money and how AI could stop it. That is not a machine skill. That is a deeply human skill, amplified by machine knowledge. And that is why he's on 170K.
All right, I'm convinced, but what do I actually do? Like this week? Today?
5 steps. All of them doable this week. Step 1. Audit your current role. Honestly.
What does that look like?
Ask yourself 3 questions. Which parts of my job are repetitive and could be automated? Which parts require judgment, relationships, or creativity? And where do I create the most value that's genuinely hard to replace? Write the answers down. That gap analysis is your personal roadmap.
Simple but probably uncomfortable. Step 2?
Pick one AI tool and go deep, not 10. 1. Whether it's ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, pick one and actually use it in your real work for 30 days. Build a small project. Solve a real problem you already have at work. Document what you learned.
Why document it?
Because LinkedIn's 2026 data shows that AI talent pipelines grew 8.2 times when companies prioritized demonstrated skills over degrees. Proof beats credentials now. Show your work.
Got it. Step 3?
Rebuild your professional story. Update LinkedIn, not just your job title, your narrative. Show that you understand AI's role in your industry. Show that you've started adapting. 93% of recruiters plan to increase their use of AI for screening in 2026. Your profile needs to speak that language.
Step 4, and I'm going to guess you're about to say something about soft skills, which I promise I won't roll my eyes at.
Smart, yes. Invest in your human skills. Seriously. Communication, critical thinking, adaptability. The World Economic Forum ranks these as the top rising skills through 2030. Take a public speaking course. Practice writing for a real audience. Put yourself in situations where you have to persuade, lead, or collaborate. These are the skills AI genuinely cannot replicate. And companies are desperately, desperately short of people who have them.
Okay, no eye roll from me on that one. And step 5?
Build a network in the AI adjacent space. I'm not saying go to awkward networking events. Find communities, online or in person, with people navigating the same transition. James didn't find his $170K job on a job board. He found it through someone he'd connected with in an AI implementation forum 6 months earlier. 6 months of showing up, contributing ideas, asking good questions. That was it.
6 months of showing up. That's more achievable than it sounds.
Oh, and one more thing. I know some of you watching are thinking, I'm already 40. I've been in my field for 15 years. Is it too late?
I was literally about to ask that.
Not only is it not too late, you have an advantage. A 22-year-old AI enthusiast doesn't have your domain knowledge. They don't understand your industry's problems, culture, and clients the way you do. Add AI fluency to that foundation, you become extremely valuable. That 56% wage premium doesn't just apply to young grads, it applies to experienced professionals who adapt.
Fiona, we've covered a lot of practical ground today, but before we wrap up, zoom out for me. Big picture, is there actually reason to be hopeful here?
We are living through something genuinely historic. The International Labor Organization estimates that 1 in 4 jobs globally shows significant exposure to AI disruption. That is not a small number. That's hundreds of millions of people.
So, not super optimistic so far?
Let me finish. Every major technological shift in human history, the printing press, the Industrial Revolution, electrification, the internet, every single one displaced workers. And every single one ultimately created more work, different work, better paid work, more human work.
So history says this time will be the same?
The World Economic Forum's own numbers say a net gain of 78 million jobs globally by 2030, in 4 years. The question was never, will there be jobs? The question has always been, will you be ready for the ones that exist?
And that's what today was about.
Think about James. A year of rejection, a year of silence, and then 90 days of focused, disciplined learning. And his entire trajectory changed. Think about Sarah. 6 weeks to rebuild her portfolio, and 47 rejections became 2 job offers. These aren't extraordinary people. They're not geniuses. They just decided the new rules of the game were worth learning.
That's actually kind of moving.
The 2027 AI job market is not going to be a catastrophe for people who are paying attention. It's going to be one of the greatest windows of opportunity this generation has ever seen. The only question is whether you're going to walk through it.
Don't stand outside looking in. Don't be the person who says I should have started earlier.
Start now, this week. 1 tool, 1 skill, 1 honest conversation with yourself about where your career is heading. That's all it takes to begin.
Fiona, this has been genuinely great. If this episode got you thinking differently about where your career is heading,
hit subscribe. We put out content every week on the future of work, AI trends, and practical career strategy.
And drop a comment below. What's your biggest fear about AI and your job? We read every single one.
And if you want to go even deeper, go check out our video on how to build an AI-ready portfolio from scratch, even if you're not technical at all. It's a good next step.
All right, we'll see you in the next one.
Don't wait too long.